very hurtful time for us. We will miss her. She would definitely be missed.
You hear any gunshots?
Over here? Hey, come here. Lamers! Stand over there. Stand over there. Stand over there and don't move.
I'm not moving, bro. I promise to God on my soul, I'm not moving, bro. I swear to God on my soul. I just thought of Granny and everything. I never. All right.
Just take him outside.
She's got a gunshot wound to the head.
But listen. She told me to go. I was listening. So I came over here, right? I'm literally. She only let me stand right here. Mind you, okay? Listen. Did you listen to me?
Yeah.
Listening to me. Listen. She only let me stand right here. Look, I'm finna show you. She only let me stand right here, bro. Listen. She was like, I'm finna. I asked her, can I come over? She said, you can come over for a little bit. I said, okay. I said, but when I got over here, she was like, no, you can't come in or something like that because she wanted to get ready to go to sleep. I'm like, okay, you want to get ready to go to sleep, so I'm finna go. I literally came down here to my car. I literally came over here to my car. I got in my car. Okay, listen.
8 gunshots, a quiet apartment, a lifeless body on the floor. Outside stood a man, her ex-boyfriend, holding the phone, the one who called 911. But was he the panicked witness or the reason she lay there? This is the story of Leah Davis, 19 years old, full of dreams, whose life was cut short on a seemingly ordinary Saturday. A breakup, a door that should have stayed locked, and warning signs ignored by everyone except those too close to intervene. The question is, could this have been avoided? Stay with me as we uncover the moments that led to Leah Davis' tragic final hours. And let me ask you, would you have recognized the signs if you saw them? Leave a comment below if you've ever seen a friend or loved one in a relationship that felt off. Welcome to Mind Twist True Crime Stories, where all our stories are based on true crimes. Kindly support us by subscribing to this channel, hit the notification bell icon so you won't miss any of our latest stories.
We got a gunshot wound to the head on a black female, not breathing, medical. Gunshot wound to the center of the forehead.
No pulse on her?
No.
Or CPR, I guess.
Yeah, I am. Starting CPR.
Listen, I swear to God on everything.
You're good, buddy.
Huh?
You're good, buddy.
Okay, look, I swear to God on everything I love. Listen, I came to my car. The moment I opened my car door, I heard 8 shots come from her apartment. I literally, bro, I'm thinking somebody shooting else somewhere, so I pull up the street. I'm like, damn, what the But I turn around because I'm like, dog, bro, that's my girl, bro. I really love this girl to death. So I'm like, okay, so I turn around, bro. Listen, I'm beating on the door to try to get the back in the apartment because I don't have the key or nothing, bro.
I need a cage car for him.
I literally just started CPR and a shot to the head. We're not conscious, not breathing. Yeah, there's gray matter.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So listen, she tell me that the moment I get by her car, I listen, the moment I get by my car, right? Listen, I hear 8 shots, bro. I run upstairs, bro, because I listen, bro, her door's unlocked because she just closed the door behind me, bro. I made sure she was okay because I told her, when I was here, I said, okay, I'm gonna call you later like that because I know you got work tonight. She work at Walmart on East Capitol. Okay? So listen, when I got to my car, I swear to God, I heard 8 shots. I go up there, bro, I look. All I do is open the door, bro. She's laying on the fucking ground, bro.
We'll sort it out, buddy.
Jealousy, threats, a relationship escalating out of control. Neighbors heard the arguments. Friends saw the possessiveness. But no one imagined what would happen when Leah told him it was over. This is more than just a breakup, it's a warning. Leah Davis was 19 years old, young, full of promise, and driven by a single dream, to help others. She wanted to become a nurse. Those who knew her described her as the kind of person who could brighten anyone's day. A loving daughter, a loyal friend, and someone with a heart so big it made her unforgettable. Leah was the one who checked in on you when no one else did. A friend once said, she just cared, you know? Leah always wanted to see people happy. Helping others was what she was born to do. But dreams, as beautiful as they are, can be fragile. Leah's kindness and her gentle spirit stood in stark contrast to what she faced behind closed doors. She was living in Milwaukee, where her life should have been just beginning. She should have been laughing with friends, celebrating milestones, and working toward that future in healthcare. Instead, her story became a tragedy no one saw coming, or perhaps one no one was willing to see. Her friends and neighbors had seen the red flags, the constant arguments, the possessiveness, the emotional tension that seemed to shadow her every step. It was no secret to those close to Leah that her relationship with Kashawn Rosie, her ex-boyfriend, was complicated. Some even called it toxic. But here's the painful truth. Leah's kindness made her vulnerable to someone who claimed to love her but didn't know how to let her go. It's a story we hear too often. Love turning to control, arguments turning to threats, but no one ever thinks it'll happen to someone they care about. And yet, on April 23rd, 2022, it did. Leah Davis, just 19, found lifeless in her apartment, a place that should have been her sanctuary. So here's the question for you, watching right now. Have you ever seen someone you know trapped in a relationship that didn't feel right? Did you say something? Or did you, like so many others, stay silent, hoping it wasn't as bad as it seemed? Let me know in the comments. Because for Leah, the silence was deafening. And it cost her everything. And when Leah finally walked away, no one could have guessed that decision would seal her fate.
We just got here, and this guy is the one that called. I have no idea, to be honest.
We have any info on her?
No, I have none. We just got up here. So, right, I mean, you guys came here quicker than me, you know. Hey, there is a bullet next to her on the left side, so be careful where it is. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get in your way here, man. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
But right now, she's obviously shot. You're the only person in the apartment, so you're just detained right now, okay? No, you're right. Like I said, you're not arrested, but you're just detained until we figure out what's going on.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, I did that shit to her, cuz.
All right.
I don't know, bro. She didn't let me in the house, bro. She didn't let me in the house at all.
What happened?
She didn't listen. Tell you the same thing that I told him. Listen, so me, she just had got home about like 45 minutes ago, hour ago.
Okay.
I called her. She had said, "Can I come see you?" She had said, at first she had said no. I said, okay. I said, "Can I come see you?" She said, "Yeah, you can come see me, but only for a little bit because I have to go to work tonight because she work at Walmart East Capitol. I normally take her to work between 9:30 and 9:40. I said, okay. When I got over here, she only let me stand in the door. She didn't let me go in the house or nothing like that, bro. Nothing. Like, that's my girlfriend. I've been over there multiple times. But she didn't let me go over there. So she had said, okay, you have to leave because I'm finna get ready to go to sleep. I said, okay. I literally walked down the stairs. I came out the door. She closed the door behind me. I told her. I said, okay, I'm gonna call you later and make sure that you good and that you okay because I know you got work. And I told her to call me if you need a ride to work. Okay, this is what I do on the daily. So I said, okay. I literally got to my car door. I literally go to open my car door and I hear 8 shots coming out her apartment. Not her apartment, but the fucking house complex. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm getting scared. Like all I'm hearing is shots. Huh?
Which car is yours?
Red flat Charger right there.
Right here? It's parked the wrong way?
Yeah, it's parked the wrong way.
Leah Davis met Kashawn Rosie in the fall of 2020. Like many young relationships, it started with excitement and promise. But that promise quickly turned into something much darker. He professed his love for her all over the internet, posting their loved-up pictures tirelessly. Friends noticed it first. Kashawn wasn't just protective, he was possessive. He called her constantly. He questioned who she spent time with. What started as subtle jealousy became a suffocating pattern of control. Leah's friends described the relationship as rocky. One of them even admitted she had to step in to mediate their arguments. The fights weren't just occasional, they were frequent. The same friend later told police he didn't take things well. He was overprotective, always watching, always hovering. But the warning signs didn't stop there. In September of 2021, Kashawn's behavior escalated. He reportedly threatened to kill Leah. He even told people he had bought a gun to do it. That statement alone should have been a turning point, but like so many threats, it was dismissed as just words. Words that no one believed would turn into action. Neighbors, too, had their concerns. Over the months, they heard argument after argument coming from Leah's apartment. Shouting, slamming doors, and then silence. One neighbor told investigators she heard the fights at least 6 or 7 times. Another remembered hearing Kashawn's voice, low, angry, telling Leah to let him in. These were not isolated incidents. The red flags were there for anyone close enough to see. But as is often the case, those closest to the danger didn't fully realize how quickly things could spiral. And by April of 2022, the spiral had reached its breaking point. Friends would later say Leah had finally ended it. 3 weeks before her death, she broke up with Kashawn. For many, that would have been a fresh start. For Leah, it became the most dangerous decision she ever made. Because when someone who craves control feels that control slipping away, the consequences can be deadly. The breakup was supposed to be her escape, Instead, it triggered a series of events that no one could stop. The night Leah let Kishan into her apartment was the last night anyone would see her alive.
I'm trying to find an ID.
I'm trying to look for the gun. Sorry, no, you're good, I'm just trying to make sure there's no gun in here.
7250, they're calling it DOE.
What happened after that? What'd you do?
Because, listen, I got up in the car, bro. I pulled up, I'm like, what the f*** they shooting? But, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get shot. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm an innocent bystander. Or whatever. I don't want him to come outside or whatever the f*** case may be and shoot me. So I'm like, okay, bet. So, I turn around like that. I literally turn around. I pull the f*** back up, bro. I'm banging on the f***ing door to get back up in there because I don't have the keys to her apartment. I cannot get in that complex. What?
I'm trying to sort out what's going on right now, man. We'll come talk to you in a second.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I swear to God on everything I love.
You went back in?
No, I went back in after the shots. I went back in after the shot because I knocked on the f***ing door and the neighbor opened the door for me.
Okay. And you
Neighbor opened and I went back upstairs.
Was the door open?
Yeah, the door was already unlocked.
Okay. I think I yelled at you.
I'm telling you, the door is already unlocked. I'm literally trying to say, I'm back, what's wrong? What's wrong? All I see is blood on the phone. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, no, it's in my car.
Okay. What's your name?
Keyshawn. Keshawn. Rousey.
Does that look like a bullet hole in the wall right in front of you? Right there? Yeah, that's what that is. Looks like you got some brain matter over here. Yeah, it came in through here.
Some brain matters on her lap.
Is that one right there? Or not?
That's probably.
Looks like she might have been shot twice. Unless she held up her arm in front of her.
Here's the exit wound. Okay. Brain matter. 5 wounds total, 1, 2. 1 in the other arm, and then the 2 in the head.
And look at, there's stuff all over here. All up here. Did you look through the window?
Yeah, it's brain matter right on the window.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out this. The first thing I do is I call her friend. I'm like, bro, you know, I said, I don't know what the fuck just happened. She said, what? I said, bro, I don't know what just happened, bro. I just heard 8 shots come from our apartment. She said, wait. She said, wait, what's going on, bro? I said, bro, I just heard 8 shots come out of our apartment, bro. She said, wait. I called her granny, bro. I told her granny I heard 8 shots come out of her apartment. So her granny like, what you mean you heard 8 shots come out of her apartment? I said, bro, I'm literally in the house right now.
What's your last name?
Rousey, Rowsey.
Just a question I'm gonna ask you. Any warrants, something I've been worried about?
No, I don't.
Not a probation parole?
No, I don't.
Okay, alright. Slide in real quick. We're check the window here. Get you cool. Thomas, you said? Or Davis?
Davis,
What's your middle?
D-A-V-I-S. I don't know her middle name.
Okay, she lives here?
Yes.
Alright, slide
I used to stay. Wait, can you crack it though? Can you keep it
Yeah. I'm gonna get the key so I can get the air conditioning.
Okay, I'm not finna do nothing, bro. Can you just, I'm cooperating. Can you just leave it open so I can literally just sit here and breathe?
What's the squad number on this?
Listen, I swear to God, Jasmine, on everything I love, bro. Listen, she said I could come over for a little bit. I came over here for literally 5 minutes, bro. She didn't let me in the door, bro. She didn't let me in the door. I literally, listen, when she told me to leave, I left. I literally got by my car door and I heard some shots coming from her apartment, bro.
Keyshawn, just relax. When I get the key, I'll turn the air conditioning stuff to do it, alright?
Listen, I just want to breathe, bro. That's it.
No, I'll leave the door.
I just want to breathe, bro.
I got you.
Then her granny keep asking me, did you do it? No, I didn't do that. I love that girl.
April 23rd, 2022, what began as a quiet Saturday in Milwaukee ended in a tragedy that no one could ignore. It was just before noon. Keshawn Rosie arrived at Leah Davis's apartment building. He knocked on her door, loud, persistent. "Let me in," he urged. A neighbor overheard him through the walls. It was clear he wasn't leaving. Moments later, the knocking stopped, and then the first shots rang out. A neighbor described hearing 3 distinct gunshots. Just seconds later, 5 more. Another neighbor recalled chilling words. "I heard him say, 'Stop playing with me.'" Then silence, and then the gunfire. The noise echoed through the building, and when it stopped, the hallway went still. Residents were confused, terrified. Keshawn Rosie made the 911 call himself. "I called," he told dispatchers. "She's right up here." When police arrived at the apartment on 66th and Lisbon, Rosie was waiting, very tense, detached. He led officers upstairs. The moment they stepped inside, the scene was devastating. Leah Davis was on the floor. She'd been shot 8 times. The medical examiner would later confirm that her injuries were fatal. The officers tried life-saving measures, but it was too late. Leah, just 19 years old, was gone. The neighbors, now witnesses, stood in shock. One recalled hearing Keshawn crying in the hallway after the gunfire, saying someone had killed Leah. But the police weren't convinced. The timeline didn't add up, and the details only raised more questions. 8 shots, an ex-boyfriend on the scene, a phone call to 911. Was this an act of desperation, or was it something far more planned? Here's where I want to hear from you. When you hear about someone calling 911 after committing a crime, what do you think it means? Is it guilt? A cover-up? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. But for investigators that day, one thing was clear. Keshawn Rosie wasn't just a witness, he was the prime suspect. And what they uncovered next would confirm those suspicions. When officers arrived at Leah Davis's apartment, Keshawn Rosie was already there. He didn't run, he didn't hide. Instead, he greeted them with a story, one that didn't quite add up. He told officers he'd just arrived, claiming Leah had already been shot when he got there. But as they scanned the apartment, the details painted a different picture. The smell of gunpowder still hung in the air. The bullet casings scattered near Leah's body suggested the shots were fired at close range. As police questioned neighbors, the truth began to surface. One witness told them, "I heard him knocking." Then he shouted, "Stop playing with me." Right after that, the shots started. Another neighbor confirmed the sequence. Knocking, a brief argument, gunfire, then silence. But it was what Rosie did next that investigators found most telling. Minutes after the shooting, Rosie called a friend. His voice was hurried, panicked. "LD got shot," he said. And then came the admission that sealed his fate. "I shot her." That statement, along with the witness testimonies, gave police a clear direction. This wasn't random violence. This wasn't a mystery. The suspect had named himself. Investigators moved quickly to piece together the scene. They marked evidence: bullet casings near Leah's body, the front door with no signs of forced entry, and Leah's phone, unlocked, left just feet away from her. Then came the timeline. Rosie arrived, he knocked. Neighbors heard the argument escalate, then 8 gunshots. He waited, called 911, and led police inside, trying to play the role of a concerned bystander. But the evidence said otherwise. The police now had 2 critical pieces: the 911 call, where Rosie sounded composed, and the confession to his friend, words that couldn't be taken back. As the investigation deepened, police would uncover even more, details that revealed just how long this tragedy had been building.
And they found 5 total bullet holes. There's gray matter on her pants, on the window seal. There is a bullet fragment on her right side over here. And then there's look like a strike mark in the corner. You can see it from here so far. And then once they move out of the way, I'll be able to keep looking.
Seven holes.
7?
Yep, 7 holes. Chest, 1 right arm, 2 in the head, 2 in the back.
Her phone's ringing. Is that anything you?
Yeah, just leave it.
Hey, is that car plate register you, man?
Yeah, that's my car.
You see anybody coming out of that place?
Bro, I didn't know, bro. I left. I pulled off, bro. Listen, I pulled off, bro. I pulled off. Okay. I got scared because there was shots. I pulled off. I came back.
So when you came out of here, you didn't see anybody go in?
No, I didn't. But listen, she was already at home when I got here.
I know, but you said you left because she didn't want to.
Yeah, but she didn't let me in the door. I don't know if somebody was in there or not.
Okay, all right.
She didn't let me in the house, sir.
Carlos,
what are you talking about?
You called me, said that shot apartment.
No, I did. I said I heard 8 shots come out of her apartment.
Right now, man.
I heard 8 shots from in there. I heard bang, 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 bang.
Come on, cooperate with me.
I am cooperating, bro.
I know you're amped up, right? But
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood ain't gonna know.
Yes, I know the whole neighborhood ain't gonna know my business, bro. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm trying to tell because everybody trying to look at me like I did that.
No, I told you. Look, I told you straight up. You're not arrested. You're detained right now,
Okay,
right?
and I understand that.
We get called here. Someone shot, right?
Yes, and I called you all.
Hold on. Breathe, buddy. You keep yelling over me because I'm on your side. All right? I told you straight up. You're not arrested. You're detained. I just obviously got to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
You're in the apartment. She's shot. I'm sorting out everything. You're not arrested. Your story checks out. Just let everything happen for a second. All right? Detectives are gonna come. Everybody's gonna talk to you. Things will be cool. All right?
Okay, bro.
Just be smooth with me.
Now I'm talking to you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all want to know? Y'all asking me how I got in the apartment and everything. When I first got here, her neighbor was opening the door. I came in the door. I knocked on her door. She opened it. She would not let me in, sir.
She told you to come over though, right?
Yeah, she said I can come over while we was on the phone. Me and her literally had a conversation. We literally was on the phone.
That's your girlfriend?
That was my ex-girlfriend, but we getting back together.
Okay.
Yeah, we was getting back together.
How long were you guys together on off?
We've been together for a year and a half. We just broke up like 3 weeks ago, but me and her been talking about getting back together and stuff like that, and she said we getting back together. She just needed time to, you know what I'm saying, get through her feelings and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally sitting here being, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally sitting here being okay with all that shit because I understand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got feelings, bro.
The warning signs were all there. Subtle at first, then impossible to ignore. Leah Davis and Kashawn Rosie's relationship wasn't just rocky. It was dangerous. Friends noticed Rosie's behavior early on. He was possessive, always questioning Leah's whereabouts, always watching. Carmen Petre, a leading advocate against domestic violence, explains, when a controlling partner senses they're losing power, that's when the violence escalates. Breakups are often the most dangerous time for victims. It's a terrifying truth backed by numbers. Since 2019, domestic violence homicides in Milwaukee have surged by 84%. More victims, more lives stolen. And so many of those cases started with warning signs, just like Leah's. But here's the question: how many of those red flags are ignored because people don't know how to step in? Neighbors heard the arguments. Friends knew about the threats. Yet no one could stop what was coming. The red flags were there, but no one acted on them. And on April 23rd, it was already too late. What happened next sealed Kashawn Rosie's fate and exposed just how fragile life can be. Kashawn Rosie had no escape from the evidence stacking up against him. Police arrested him soon after the shooting, and his confession sealed his fate. The first clue came from his own phone call to a friend after the shooting. LD got shot. I shot her, he said plainly. But the evidence didn't stop there. Neighbors confirmed they heard the knocking, followed by the rapid-fire succession of gunshots. Rosie's defense? There was none. His actions spoke louder than any argument he could make. In the courtroom, friends and witnesses came forward, painting a clear picture of a relationship on the edge of disaster. Rosie's possessive behavior, his threats, and his escalating violence were all part of the narrative that sealed his fate. Rosie was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, and when the trial came to a close, there was no question about the outcome. The jury returned a verdict of guilty. Sentencing followed swiftly. Rosie would spend the rest of his life behind bars. But after 35 years, he could be considered for extended supervision. The question remains, what drove Rosie to pull that trigger? Was it the loss of control, the rage that consumed him, or something even deeper? Rosie's fate is sealed, but Leah Davis, her life cut short, will never be forgotten.
The ex-boyfriend of a woman shot and killed Saturday is now charged with her death. Leah Davis was shot multiple times at her apartment near 66th and Lisbon.
Today, he appeared in court for the first time in this case. Our Bill Miston was there and joins us live with new details. Bill?
Good evening, Ted and Mary. Court documents paint Davis's ex-boyfriend, Keyshawn Rousey, as possessive, and that the two had a rocky relationship. And a friend of Davis told investigators that Rousey had threatened to kill Davis last fall and said that he had even gotten a gun to do so. Davis broke off the relationship 3 weeks before she was killed.
And the maximum penalty is life imprisonment plus 5 years. Do you understand the penalty, sir?
Yes, but Commissioner Grace Flynn interrupted Keyshawn Rousey as he tried to talk during his initial appearance Wednesday. The 20-year-old is charged with first-degree intentional homicide, accused of shooting and killing his 19-year-old ex-girlfriend, Leah Davis, at her apartment on Saturday near 66th and Lisbon. Prosecutors say Rousey called a friend of Davis claiming someone shot up the apartment. A friend of Rousey's told investigators he called them, admitting to shooting Davis. Neighbors told investigators they heard Rousey knocking on Davis's door for some time. The door opens and then gunshots. A friend of Davis told police she and Rousey broke up 3 weeks before she was killed and that Rousey wasn't taking it well. He was possessive, that he had threatened to kill Davis last fall, said to have purchased a gun to do so, and threatened to kill himself when Davis wanted to break up with him. Davis's friends and family held a vigil for Davis on Sunday.
This is a very, very hurtful time for us. We will miss her. She would definitely be missed.
Homicides don't just organically happen.
Sojourner Family Peace Center's Carmen Petre says there have been 11 domestic violence-related homicides this year. She says leaving relationships are often the most dangerous time for survivors, but so is staying in them.
Talk to someone. make a phone call, call our hotline, text, call a friend, and for that friend and family member, be a safe presence,
as it can help save someone's life.
As for Rousey, he's being held on a $250,000 bond and he's due back in court next week.
Leah Davis's tragic end was not an isolated incident. It's a painful reminder of the silent epidemic of domestic violence. Every year, thousands of victims suffer in silence, and far too many of them don't survive to tell their story. Statistics paint a vivid picture. According to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, nearly 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience severe intimate partner violence. Yet many cases go unreported, leaving the abusers free to escalate their behavior, often until it's too late. It's a pattern that experts recognize all too well. What starts as verbal threats, jealousy, or controlling behavior can quickly turn into physical violence. The end of a relationship is supposed to bring relief, but for many victims, it's the most dangerous time of all. That's when the violence peaks. So what can we do to stop the cycle? Recognizing the warning signs is key. Possessiveness, jealousy, constant monitoring, and threats of harm. If you see someone trapped in a relationship like this, don't stay silent. Your voice could make a difference. Friends, neighbors, and family members need to speak up and support those in danger. Even if the person involved doesn't reach out themselves, it's crucial to step in and help. If you or someone you know is facing these dangers, reach out for help. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-800-799-SAFE.
Now, on the city's northwest side, a 19-year-old woman was killed in what police are calling a domestic violence-related incident. Our Jessica Maduker is live from 66th and Lisbon, where she talked to family friends of that young woman. Jessica.
Carol, police say her name was Leah Davis. She was shot and killed inside of her living room apartment right here behind me. Her close family friends tell me she had a kind heart and that her dreams were cut short.
I feel like it could have been avoided. This situation could have been avoided.
Family and friends trying to wrap their heads around the loss of 19-year-old Leah Davis. She was shot and killed inside her home near 66th and Lisbon over the weekend. Family says an ex-boyfriend took her life.
I feel like she was tricked as far as relationship-wise, because this was her first relationship.
Marvin Jones was an after-school mentor for Leah when she was attending Our Avenue Community School. He says he became a close family friend.
She always stuck out because she was raised by her Granny Peggy. And so Leah had an old soul. She was real mature for her age.
He said she was responsible, focused on school, and was working to create a future for herself.
What makes this so tragic is she did everything she was taught to do. She graduated from high school. She became employed. She got a very own apartment, and she was working and becoming a nurse. She was working towards doing that. She never smoked. She didn't drink. That just wasn't her.
Those dreams now tragically cut short.
As a community, we need to start doing better. We need to start doing better because it's us. It's us, tearing each other down.
And the community has created this memorial that lies outside of Leah's apartment to honor her life. Milwaukee police say they do have a suspect in custody at this time.
Leah Davis was only 23 years old, young, full of dreams, and with a future ahead of her. She had a passion for helping others and hoped to become a nurse, a career that could change lives. But in an instant, all of that was taken away from her. Her family, friends, and loved ones are left to mourn the loss of someone who never got the chance to reach her full potential. Dear esteemed viewers, I would love us to discuss in the comment section. Your voice and your opinions matters. 1. How can we better recognize the warning signs of domestic violence before it escalates to a deadly outcome? 2. What role can friends, family, and even neighbors play in preventing a tragedy like Leah's? And what resources should we be more aware of to help those in need? 3. What changes do you think society needs to make to address the rising number of domestic violence cases, especially in the aftermath of a breakup? And if you found Leah's story eye-opening, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon to stay updated. Like and share with your community so they can learn as well. We cover stories like this to raise awareness and prevent future tragedies. Join us in making a difference.